of friends of mine bought it by my studio a few months ago, and I hooked them up to my monitors, and I just noticed a lot more definition, a lot more width to my mixes, and reverb tails. All of a sudden, I'm noticing like detail in the reverb tails, and I've used some really good cables in the past, some of the best, and these are killing them.
The quality of the sound, you know, use a lot of different cables, but in a recording studio setting, you typically will use the same cable for months and months and months and months. The same amps, the same guitars, and you kind of get used to, you know, the sound of it. Actually, you don't kind of get used to it, you do get used to it. And you notice when you plug a different cable in, and you notice if the cable's not good. You know, you notice right off the bat if it's a crappy cable. You're like, you know, I know this doesn't sound good because the cable is crap. Well, with the Klotz cables, they're super, super quiet, and you can actually really hear the sound quality difference when you plug this cable in versus every other cable that we have in our studio.
Most of my guitars were built before 1960, and the one constant is the Klotz cable, and we've traveled all over the world with these giant 40-foot cables to play arenas in, and all the looms are made out of Klotz. We've never had one failure, and that's a real testament to the build quality of the cable, because, you know, I don't see it because I'm long gone by the time the crew packs up, but it's a hard life being a cable on the road. You're constantly thrown into a case, wound up, put in places that you don't want to be, and most of all, stomped upon by union representatives and band members. So it's really, really awesome that they've held up so well, and I really do love my relationship with Klotz, and we're just very, very happy with them, and I hope you guys enjoy them as much as I enjoy playing them. And it's a really, really great, honest cable that will not mess with your sound, whatever your amp's doing, good, bad, or otherwise. It is 100% accurate and transparent.
I proudly use Klotz microphone and guitar cables. I use them on stage and in the studio. I love them for their durability and their sound quality. I can tell a distinct difference, and they're just a solid cable that you can hear.
It's a phenomenal cable that I use on tour constantly, and I use the mic cables also in my studio. Very dependable, but more than anything, the sound quality is amazing. It's just, you lose nothing. It's just super incredible.
We are very proud users of Klotz cables. These guys produce incredible cables, always sound great, last through a tour, and we're really stoked on them, really proud of them.
I've got this in their 9-meter length, which is a really long cable, but one really cool thing about the Klotz cables is that you can have a cable this long but not lose any of your transparency, your top end, your clarity that you would typically lose with a lower quality cable. That's a really cool thing. Also, you can tell this thing is built to last. It's flexible and lightweight, but also really sturdy.
Got my titaniums here that I'm pulling directly out of the instrument while the cables are live. I can do that with these because it has the really cool automatic shut-off, which I love. And the other thing I love about these is that they're super, super, super clear. Like, I mean, unlike anything I've ever used, ever. You're getting more of the sound out of the instrument, literally. I mean, we actually tried it in studio, and we compared it to other cables, and it's amazing. There's a profound difference. You can hear more of the instrument. I can actually hear more of it in my in-ears too.
When I plugged them in, I noticed that, one, everything was quieter. I'm like, wow, like the Klotz. I liked the way they were manufactured. They felt better to me than the Mogamis did.
I've been owning my own studio. I've been buying a lot of Mogami cables throughout the years, through school, college, and all that. And man, let me tell you, when I compared the Klotz to the Mogami, it was a big difference. It was a bigger sound, clear sound, and not only that, but the construction, the soldering, and the durability of the Klotz cable, it's much stronger. And I'm telling you, if you're a musician or a studio owner, or you're in the broadcast field, these cables would be the cables for you.
I'm using the Klotz speaker cable to run obviously to the speaker from the head, and then I'm using a couple, that's a backup, And then I'm using a couple guitar cables also from Klotz. This is the Lagrange, which I just have here as a backup, but I'm mostly using the 30-foot titanium, which you can see right here. I've got the titanium cable going to the pedal board, and then also from the pedal board back here to the Kemper profiler.
Hey guys, how are you? So today we're testing XLRs and 1/4-inch cables. I got them right here. Regular XLR, regular 1/4-inch versus Klotz cables. They're right here. We'll be recording a few tracks: acoustic guitar, electric guitar on my left, and shaker. So we're ready, and let's do it. So alright guys, we just finished the recording.
We use our Klotz cables on everything from microphones to instruments to speakers and even our outboard gear.
We've definitely noticed improvements in recording electric guitars. The sound is a lot more open. The frequency response is extended in the highs and the lows.
It's always great when we get a new piece of gear here in the studio, but it's even more exciting when we can improve the sound of that piece of equipment with a good quality cable.